What up, MetaZoo Maniacs? So today is June 29th, 2024, very early in the morning, and I was kind of like working on some eBay sales report as I usually do, and I noticed some really weird auctions. So they're all Nick Strength and Pokemons, and I feel like there's a couple different profiles or eBay people that are, I don't know, bidding. I hate to say it, but some of these cards I don't even know why you would want to shill bid on it, but it seems like there's some interesting activity happening. So as you can see, we have a first edition Gasian Ditha. I always mess this up, but anyways, the Canadian Charizard or Great Lakes Charizard. PSA 9, it's already at $51 in auction. For PSA 9, that's unusual. And the reason why I say that is because also on eBay, there's another first edition PSA 9. You could buy it right now for 20 bucks. So that's weird, right? And they're both first edition. See, first edition, and obviously his is first edition, or else it wouldn't be that high. Boom. And just so you know, there is a second edition version, right? It would say second edition down there. So, yeah. Anyways, that's just my first example. So, in auctions up to $51, but yet you could buy one for $20. So if that's not enough proof that there's some weird shill bidding happening. Now let's look at the bidders too. Oh, there's Mr. 1682. We're going to see this profile a lot. And if you're wondering how I discovered all this, because I saw this, and Awful is one of my favorite cards in all of MetaZoo. A PSA 7 is already at $20.50 in auction. I was like, wait a minute. And this was the first red flag where I was like, what the hell? Who's bidding up to $20 in auction for an Awful PSA 7? Here on April 17th, we have an Awful PSA 10 that sold for $12.95. Trust me, Awful doesn't sell for too much. I know that because I really like this card, and I'm always amazed by how cheap it sells for. Here's another perfect example. April 7th, in auction, Awful PSA 10 sold with 9 bids for $9.50. Like, it's lucky if it sells for, 10, 12 bucks. It never makes back the grading fees ever. And I mean, as you can see here, if you want to just buy the card, I mean, it's probably going to be in better than PSA 7 condition. You can get it for like $7, $2.50. Oh, there's another one for $5.10, $7, $5.99, $3 to $4 each here. I mean, they're not hard to find. I mean, this card is not very hard to find for pretty cheap. So a PSA 7, which most raw copies are going to grade maybe an 8 or a 9, maybe even a 10. But a 7, I mean, it's up to $20 in auction. So let's take a look at the bidders on this one. Oh, look at that. It's number Mr. 1682. You're going to notice this person in every one of the auctions as far as I can tell. And this other one, number 1, with only 1 feedback, is on a lot of them as well. So let's click on this again. Oh, it's Mr. S and then 3 asterisks U, okay? You're going to see that a lot. And that's the same person we saw in Mr. Gasian Ditha. So, Mr. 1682, let's make sure it's the same one. Yep, Mr. S asterisk U. So let's check out another one that totally red flagged me. I just blew my mind. Bigfoot, Wilderness. Nothing special, first edition. PSA 9 only, already up to $20.50. So who's bidding on that one? Oh, it's Mr. Feedback 1682 again. Let's click on it. Yep. Same bidder. And maybe that's a legit person. I mean, if this is you and you see this video, just comment below and be like, MetaZoo Menace, you're an idiot. I hope I'm totally wrong about this. Oh, and we got number 1 again down here. So if you see number 1 feedback, it's going to be Mr. 3 asterisk 5. And see, this is on Awful. We were just on Bigfoot. See number 1 again. Just make sure it's the same one. Yeah, see? Boom. And then I'm totally perplexed by this one too. Oh, look at this. Who are the bidders? 1682 and Mr. Number 1 again. But this is a PSA 9 Mothman from Topps Chrome, just the regular. It's not refractor or anything. It's just the base card. PSA 9, it's up to $31. And the reason why that red flagged me there is because the PSA 10 of the exact same card is $14.50 only in auction. Oh, 8, we got Mr. 1682 on this one too. I mean, anyone that follows Topps Chrome or anything, I mean, for a base card Mothman, from Topps Chrome, PSA 9 only, to be at $31 in auction is out of this world. I mean, it's either shill bidding happening or MetaZoo's going to the moon, and we're just seeing the beginning. But I honestly think it's some kind of weird shill bidding. I don't know why people would be shill bidding on a PSA 7 awful. I mean, yeah, right here, PSA 7 awful, up to $20.50. Bigfoot Wilderness First Edition PSA 9, $20.50. Like, why someone would shill bid these cards? They're not like huge cards. It's not like it's a red ink and blue ink, which are in auction as well. These are pretty minor cards. Especially this card right here. I mean, this is a nothing card, but it's up to $31 as a PSA 9. But the PSA 10 is only at $14.50, so like half the price. And just to go over it again, I mean, Gassian Ditha PSA 9, $51 in auction right now. Meanwhile, also on eBay right now, you can go buy a PSA 9, the exact same card, PSA 9, for $20. So, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Comment below. I have no idea what to think of this. I honestly think something weird's going on. So, like, I don't know if someone's spamming Nick Strength and Pokemon's auctions. I haven't looked at every one of the auctions, but these are a few cards that immediately stood out. The pricing was just like way off, like way higher than you'd expect. And hey, if this is legit and they pay for this, then congrats to Nick Strength and Pokemon. Maybe they know it's his auctions and they just want to pay more for his stuff. Like, I have no idea. But all I know is like the Gassian Ditha you could buy for literally $30 less right now. This PSA 10 is in auction for half the price of the PSA 9. As you can see right there, I know I'm going over the same thing more than once, but I'm just blown away by some of the weird pricing here. And I mean, anyone that knows anything about MetaZoo, eBay sales, and anything, like, you could be around in MetaZoo for the last, I don't know, day, and you would be like, what? Wilderness, awful, full hollow, nothing special about it, PSA 7's up to $20? That makes no sense. So as I said, this was the card that gave me a red flag in the beginning, and then I was like, you know what? I'm going to make a video, put it out there, maybe there's some answers, and maybe there's an explanation that makes sense. But at this point, it seems like one of the same accounts is on every one of his auctions that I've seen, and then there's another one with the one feedback that's on quite a few of them, bidding against the same person. So, I'm not sure what to say. And if Nick Strength and Pokemon sees this video, just hopefully he's aware of this, because he might not get paid on these. I feel like these are maybe fake accounts. I feel like there's something fishy going on. And hey, best case scenario, he gets paid, and this is all legit, and maybe someone just only wants to buy from him. You know what I mean? So, I hope that's the case. I hope I'm just like totally reading into this wrong, and this all makes sense. So, comment below. I hope I'm wrong, and we'll see you in the next video.